I.S.U.P.K. 53rd Annual Lord's Passover.
Hey, Shalom, Israel. This is the I.S.U.P.K. down in Florida. I'm Captain 10,000 Shamoy Yahweh. We're here to let you know. 53rd Annual Lord's Passover is going to be held down here in Florida. It's going down in South Florida, Cocoa Beach.
Friday, April 15th, 2022.
The lamb, the wine, the brotherhood, the sisterhood, you understand? Good music, good weather, palm trees, the whole nine.
This is going to be glorious. Book your hotels now at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites, 301 Tucker Lane, Cocoa Beach, Florida, 32926.
April 15th and the 16th. Don't just book for the 15th. Book for the 15th and the 16th.
It's going down Friday, April 15th at the Space Coast Convention Center.
Moses told Pharaoh we need 3 days to be able to go out into the wilderness and serve our power the way he commands. You're going to have to get that off with your boss, with your slave master. So make sure you in the building. Cocoa Beach, Florida, April 15th to 16th, 2022. It's going down. We'll see y'all there. Shalom.
144,000. I'm just trying to make 144,000. 144,000. I'm just trying to make 144,000.
I.S.U.P.K. 53rd Annual Lord's Passover.
Hey, Shalom, Israel. This is the I.S.U.P.K. down in Florida. I'm Captain 10,000 Shamoy Yahweh. We're here to let you know. 53rd Annual Lord's Passover is going to be held down here in Florida. It's going down in South Florida, Cocoa Beach.
Friday, April 15th, 2022.
The lamb, the wine, the brotherhood, the sisterhood, you understand? Good music, good weather, palm trees, the whole nine.
This is going to be glorious. Book your hotels now at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites, 301 Tucker Lane, Cocoa Beach, Florida, 32926.
April 15th and the 16th. Don't just book for the 15th. Book for the 15th and the 16th.
It's going down Friday, April 15th at the Space Coast Convention Center.
Moses told Pharaoh we need 3 days to be able to go out into the wilderness and serve our power the way he commands. You're going to have to get that off with your boss, with your slave master. So make sure you in the building. Cocoa Beach, Florida, April 15th to 16th, 2022. It's going down. We'll see y'all there. Shalom.
144,000. I'm just trying to make 144,000.
In this time of the pandemic, where COVID-19 has crippled the world economies, where our government has ordered nationwide shutdown, where hospitals are overwhelmed.
Shortly after, the unthinkable happened.
I was literally stunned and frozen.
And their religious leaders are proven to be frauds. Where do you go to get all your questions answered and to hear what God has to say about this matter? You can only find the answers in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Commanding General YAHANNA. We give you scriptural breakdowns of world events and the up and coming world war. We will show you in the Bible where the children of Israel, who are the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans today, would suffer slavery in Jamaica, Caribbean, North, Central, and South America, and other parts of the world. We will show you in the Bible where God said he would send plagues upon the earth before he frees people from this captivity.
The World Health Organization has declared coronavirus a global pandemic.
We will give you the true teaching of the Bible, precept upon precept. We give you scriptural breakdowns of world events and the up and coming world war. We will show you in the Bible where the children of Israel were, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans today would suffer slavery in Jamaica, Caribbean, North, Central, and South America, and other parts of the world. We will show you in the Bible where God said he would send plagues upon the earth before he frees people from this captivity.
The World Health Organization has declared coronavirus a global pandemic.
We will give you the true teaching of the Bible, precept upon precept. To learn more, subscribe today and call the number in the description for I.S.U.P.K Jamaica. Shalom.
Shalom. This is the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, and is run today by Commanding General YAHANNA, the man with the rank and the authority to be the leader of the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans at this time. I want to say Yahweh Basham, Yahweh Shai Barakatam to the brothers, Yahweh Shamar Ailatan Basham, Yahweh Shai to the sisters. Welcome to our Sunday afternoon scripture breakdown class, where we break down scriptures straight from the Bible, which is our history book. Right, you're in a month that they call Black History Month, but we have the Bible 24/7, and the Bible bears our records as the people of the Bible, the true Israelites. So many of you who want to give away your heritage to other people and say, but they are in the land. Well, guess what? The Muslim was in the land too. And so they are still on part of the land, right? Other nations have occupied that land, but really and truly it belongs to the Most High, the God that created this heaven and this earth, and he has given that land to his people. But that's not our turn on this light, please. That is not what we are discussing today, because Christ, the Most High, said that he will return us to that land. So what we are talking about today is the woman or woman in the truth, or the Israelite woman in the truth, or if you want to say blacks Hispanics and Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American women in the truth. What we'll be looking at is how you are expected to function in the truth and to function in life as a woman. Here in Jamaica today, and basically any Israelite society today, you find that's what the oppressor teach us to do, where our women actually usurp authority from our men. They deliberately marginalize the men and push the women forward. I remember my days in college, and even the women who were head of section in the college, in the university, was because I was on the student union board, the student union body. They brought this. That was the first place that I learned that our black men are being marginalized in Jamaica, and it was the women who were the head of sections brought it to my attention, and I said, "Really?" And then they said to me, the worst part of it is that it is being done by our men. Yes, a couple of years ago, right? But then I didn't know anything. I mean, we know about the Bible, but we never know about the truth. And to learn the truth, as Commander General YAHANNA has passed it down to today, where those women brought it to my attention as a young man. The departments are the schools, the various, well, we don't have to say schools sometimes, we say department. The departments in the university that were male dominant, in that you have the student population was like 90% male. The department was run by male, and the department had the highest failure rate in the school. Remember, I know you have to have qualification to get in, you know. Sorry, in the university. So I remember I said to them, but them failing. And one of the ladies said, listen to me. So when you go into a university, the curriculum is supposed to be designed for you to pass. That's why they charge you. And I said, really? And they said, yeah. So I said, then why that department have so much failure? They said, because they want to feel out the men. And I said, but is men really it? He said, yes, and that is what is happening in the society, and that is this what honestly no, it was the women who were teaching me that. Commerce was run by the woman. The teacher training department, the science department, and some other department. And they were telling me, bringing it to my attention. When little did I know that I would come and meet and a brother named Commanding General YAHANNA, who basically telling me the same thing on a wider scale and on a more spiritual level about the way our men are being treated today. And it is designed by our oppressor, because what it seems is that those departments used to get funding and they have to please their funders. That's the way it seems. Yeah. So I said to them, I remember I said to them, then all the women then now feel also. So I'm bright and said, no, because those departments don't design the curriculum to feel out the people. And they went further. They said, by the way, you know that a class action suit can take them? And we said, really? He said, yes. If they come together and sue them, they will win. That was to my I was shocked about that. And because I was on the union, we were trying to get in touch with a lot of them who failed out of shame and pride. they did not come forward. Not that we wanted to bring any animosity against the university, because I mean that is one of our cultural school. But what we wanted to do from the student union in perspective was to find from those that are feeling the reason for their feeling. But out of shame, they didn't come forward. You know, the ones who came forward, those who were already passing. So that was the reason why I don't know if it still continues. Well, what the authorities did was to sort of dilute that department, bring in some courses that were female strong and sort of dilute, because we don't understand where they're going. And this is what is now spin back on the society, why we have this high crime rate. And you still have women that tell about women don't have equal opportunity as the men. But that is just, that is coming from one of two persons. Either the bulldoggers or they are just downright evil against men. As we know that this thing of pushing against the men in the society generally comes from the bulldoggers. So anything you want to say?
Feminine movement.
Yeah.
Feminist movement.
Some of the women who were telling me used to attend feminist movement. So it even made me wonder. But you know, one of those women also said to me that she went to some of these feminist movement and she's not going back. And I said, why? You know, pulling her leg. Why? Because she said to me, because these feminist movement really are designed to break up the family. You say, what do you mean? Everything when them try to tell me is against my husband. You know, they want to break, it's like they want to break, take the man out the home. You know, the level, I don't am able to look at it now. Back then, this was about, no, it's 22, approximately 21 years ago, or 22, probably 22 years ago, this happened. So I wasn't able to, because I don't have the training then that I have now about us, who we are and so as a people. I was not able to comprehend fully what they were saying to me up to the spiritual level. I just look at it at face value and say, oh, they just want to destroy the men. But on the spiritual level, as we learn from Commanding General, it is more than just destroy the men. They want to mash up your society. They want you to never know that who you are. Right? If we, as Jamaicans, become a strong nation that we start to invade other country, it's the same technique you would use on them. You invade the country, you kill out the man, them, enslave the women and the children, and you make the women run the country, run the household and the country. Because you did conquer them already. Who did give you the resistance? The men. So the boys that are coming up in that society are going to learn from the women how to be submissive. And that is what they have done in Jamaica, right? And that is what has been done with the Israelite societies at large, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans at large, right? Since being in the truth, each time these things come up, I'm able to reflect at the experience I have in the back and say, oh, that's what this knowledge back then was really preparing me for in the future. If you understand what I'm saying? Because our men is so marginalized today to the point where they start to chop the line.
Right.
You know what that be? That's now the street term for scamming. Why is this? Right, that is the Jamaican street term that they use, that the scammers use, right? And what is so quick they don't want to give Jamaica assistance in stopping scamming or stopping our young men from chop the line, right? Because they know what they were doing back then. And I can tell you, if not this year, by next year, you are going to hear the argument about building another prison. And what are they doing with those prisons? When the time is right, those prisoners will be put to work for free. So that is what they want us to be, slaves again. And rather than our people has forgotten how to fight, right? And I mean, everybody is now a submissive Christian, a submissive idolater, and we can't stop calling it idolatry because that man that you're telling us about and showing the images to us as is not in the Bible. They try to use the Bible to tell us that this man has done away with the law, and the Bible tells us that out of the record, out of his mouth, is that he did not come to do away with the law. So you are teaching us that Jesus that does not exist in the Bible, and that is idolatry. Say what you want to say against us as the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. We will continue to speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. All right. Get me now 1 Corinthians 11, verse 3.
11 verse 3.
Can.
Can the one can. Can one can. This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of every woman is the man, and the head of Christ is God.
All right, what next? 1 Corinthians
11 and 3.
So, based on this power structure, our enemies, and this is how you know that Christianity is really idolatry. Our enemies have used the same Bible, learned from it how to rule the world and how to conquer us. It's the same Bible taught them how to rule the world. When they get to that stage of ruling the world, then they go and learn about Babylon and about Egypt. Because after you conquer these people, then you need to know how to now keep them in subjection and how to keep the entire world in subjection. So they now go off, the oppressor go off and learn about Egypt and learn about Babylon and all them other ancient societies, especially the ones that had us in captivity. So that they, in this new world, can learn how to keep these old people as subjects. And they have been so far successful. Sis, some more please. All right, so this is the power structure of the household, of the congregation, of the body, of the Israelite society that the Most High has laid out right here. And have you know that the head of every man is Christ? So that's the first power structure, Christ. How do you learn about Christ? You have to know of the Bible to learn about Christ. You don't look to Rome to know about the scriptures. Rome gives you their interpretation of other that they interpreted the Bible to suit their paganism and give you a pagan spin or a pagan interpretation of the scriptures. But how about this for a change? Learning from the same people who lived the life and made the records. We lived the life, we made the records. How about learning from us? Nah, the man that I like nothing black, you know. Oh, nothing black can't rule me, you know. Well, sorry to say, anything black not gonna rule you, and anything black gonna rule you, know. Anything brown, be brown. You don't want to put your head under Christ's rulership, you're gonna die. There's no two way about it. You're blacks, Hispanics, or Native American, and you don't want Christ to reign over you, you're going to die. All right. Now, if Christ is the head, who come after Christ? It says the man.
Yeah.
The head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is God. That is a power structure. If you are in the army, you have general, you have the captain, you have lieutenant. I think the lieutenant goes and talk to the general, or the general come down and talk to the lieutenant. The general speak to the captain whenever he have something for the lieutenant to do, right? Unless he's going to form a subgroup and include a lieutenant, then that's different. But when command is running in the army, it runs down the line. And this is how the Most High, why do you think he put it in the scriptures? Just for show? He put it in the scriptures so that we know how the power structure of our society is supposed to be. It is Christ, the man, the woman. Right? God, Christ, the man, the woman. Outside of that, what you have? Outside of order, what you have? What is the opposite of order?
Disorder.
Or what? Thank you, that's the word I'm looking for. Chaos. Outside of order is chaos. And what is chaos in our society? Freaking crime and violence. Eh? And people walking about it, trust me, they're tired, you know. But they have to be careful which ears they put it in, or they become victim of crime. But because we are the trumpet and the watchdog of the society, we just have to talk. Whose ears it goes in, and we pray that it's the right ears, the one that really want to make a change. You understand? Making a change as a black, Hispanic, or Native American is what is going to save you. Follow the power structure that the Most High give you. You're a woman, your head is the man. It's as plain and simple as that. Your head is the man. Right. And to show you how stupid some be, they don't want the man reign over them at home, you know. So they go to the workplace. Who reign over them?
Boss, which is a man.
Still a man. It's a man that reigns over them. Right? When we had Portia as the prime minister, when Portia go to United Nations meetings and so on, who do you think formed them organization? Men. Right? And that, now, your woman taking order from men of the worst kind. Right? Men who want to see your people be oppressed. Right? It was since just today we had this discussion about how the heathens over us has stolen every ideas that we have and has commercialized it. JF Mills make a thing you call festival. Where they learn that from? Elsha Beach, where people used to go to Elsha when they want fry fish and bami and festival. That's the first place. That is the first place festival. That little thing you make up with a little flour, a little meal, a little sugar, and a fried, and it's so nice with fry fish. That little food that you eat, it originated in Elsha. from those Israelites that were in Elsha, right? Jerk chicken, where it originated?
From Jamaican.
Boston up there, so Portland, the same black Jamaican Israelites. I want to talk about the skin. The same Israelites in Jamaica who have it. All the hotel fast food and fast chips. People used to come to Jamaica, drive through Boston just to get a taste of the jerk chicken. You know what them do now? Make sure none of those jerk chicken men get any funding from the banks. So you're going to crumble because the bank, you don't have a money friend in your pocket. Every big business you see out there run by the Eden and so they have the banks in their pocket. And when I say bank in their pocket, I mean a close ally, friend. So if the business reach a crunch point, they can easily get a loan. Huh? Without any hassle. No questions asked. You need a loan while we have some, we say a tight spot coming up for 6 months, you know, we need a quick thing. You say, all right, just write the check, send it in, and we clear it. As easy as that. And they do that. But they make sure now the little poor man don't have any line of credit. So his business will suffer because no business run in a good light at all times. Good, a little bad coming, like a cycle, right? Just like how you don't have sunshine all the time. The sunshine is going down now, so you're getting what? You're getting night. Everything in your life run the same way, right? You don't have bad in your life all the while. You don't have good in your life all the time. And this is how they study society and use these things against us to destroy us as men. Put your woman over you because they know the woman is going to be answerable to the one who is giving her the money. And that is our boss and the oppressor.
She not be patient to you going to your oppression.
She not be patient with you because when them tell her say, everything black no good. Yeah.
She grew up and see the oppressor rule over me. You know what I mean? So
and then she comes to the oppressor being nice to her as in the workplace.
And giving her the power.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? To think that well, she better than the man, or she's supposed to rule the man.
And it is something, it's a whip over the man. She takes her power from the workplace as a whip over her man. But you know, we give thanks for commanding General YAHANNA and bringing out these truths so that our women in the truth can now learn that even when you have your job and you're working, that does not take away the responsibility of the man in the house. And it's not any man, it's a priest of the Lord, because we are supposed to be a nation of what? Thank you. We might not all be kings, but we are supposed to be a nation all of priests. Meaning, you are able to perform that priestly duty in your household to your family. You are able to, as the man, to guide your family in this spiritual, scriptural way, right? That your oppressors seem to take away from you because they have learned, and this was what the Most High was talking about when he gave us the land, and we were supposed to get rid of all the heathens who were in the land, because they are going to live amongst you and learn your ways and turn around, use it against you. And we have seen it in Jamaica here. We talk about the festival. They take away the festival from where they take away the jerk chicken, right? The jerk season. They come amongst these jerk men and they learn. As a matter of fact, they put them in the hotel. So they have to buy the ingredients to give them to work with. So they see how the ingredients is used. Yeah. Now they find a way to put it in bottles. A man can stay abroad and buy jerk chicken season in a bottle. That is coming from us. What we getting from that as a people. Right. Our music, all the events who come into our music have made good money out of it. Have they taught this knowledge of making money to the Israelites in the music? Right? They come out, they become successful. Man like Macaulay, man like Shaggy, man like Sean Paul. Have they ever done a feature with any of these black musicians? The real creators behind the music, it come right out of the ghetto. Have they ever done a feature with any of these out of the ghetto artists?
Not yet.
Tell me one.
Alkaline and couple artists were already established.
Like who?
Can give them back. I'm say Alkaline, you know what I mean? To give them back some name back in the island, but if I could bust a youth now and bring them up to FIRME level, they never do that.
Then let me talk about do a feature with an artist who come out of the ghetto. Because that's where the music came from. Yeah. So, you know, they love your music, but they don't love you. Yeah. They take with that from you. So that gone. Right? Down to the little hustling where people used to be able to make it from the dance hall. That gone. So your oppressor want to squeeze you at all times. Squeeze every juice out of you. And it is our woman that is assisting them. And our woman doesn't know. That's the worst part of it. It's a woman that is assisting them. Because when they come and say, why too much killing in the place and you know, is this dance causing it, you know? A man would say, well, let's see how we can work with the dance to maintain the dance and cut the crime rate down. But what the woman would say, cut out the dancer, they make too much noise away anyway. That's what she says, you know. Cut it out altogether. Me agree with you, cut it out. Not looking at the repercussion of you taking away the bread. All these Edens, they know the repercussion of them losing their job, you know.
Then they would be more likely in support of like curfew and them things where eventually cut off, you know what I mean, the economy at the ghetto. You understand? Cutting the time limit where they can go out on the road and hustle and make their money. Which means less money for them either way. So, you know what I mean?
Less money for who?
For the ghetto. Them, for the ghetto on a whole, which means the woman suffer as well. But they would be in support of, you know what I mean? The curfew, lock down the community. When that is just to oppress, you know what I mean?
They are not able to foresee oppression.
Yeah.
They're getting a good pay. Their role is to secure the pay.
Yeah.
You and I will give up the pay to save the society. They can't do that.
Right.
Why you think every time when the Most I want to pull this society from a rut, what we use?
The man.
The man. Because the man will go to him bread hungry 2-3 nights in nation safe. The woman, you're damn lucky. What business with you? Are you causing it yourself? All right, I am Judah or one of our online person here. I don't know really who it is, you know. But him say, I am Judah. One thing with we people, we always friend up the people then. That is the problem, Judah.
Yeah.
And the next thing you say, especially with the European. Yeah, man. When Rastafarianism started at Jamaica, you know, people used to say, well, this look like something we can pull you out of the oppression. What happened with the Rasta and the reggae music now? Then carry on to Europe. And then the whole of them go married one to one. Yeah. So even the royalties from the music goes to who? Boy, I tell you, that's why they can't like come on in General YAHANNA. Yeah. Sign away their what's the word I just used?
Royalties.
The royalties to the oppressor by marrying the oppressor's daughter. Right?
Yeah, so we bring out before as well, giving so much respect to the oppressor that the oppressor not giving them full royalty, but actually paying them in drugs and all of them things. You know what I mean? And taking the masters to the mills up to this day. And now them die poor. You understand? When one of these reggae artists need to get buried, then people have to come together. You know what I mean? To bury.
Look at the lady there. Where's that? What's her name again?
That lady, gone. We know we are talking, so I don't remember her name right now.
This song, I'm not trying to remember the song, one song. She sing one of them famous songs.
Yeah.
Not Millie, man. Millie go ever married white man. The lady with them come across, living in the ghetto, going through some sufferation. And they come up and help her still. I rent somewhere, put her. A poor people come up and help her, them pay her 2 or 3 months rent, and after that, she had a problem again.
And she had hit songs out there.
And she had hit songs. One to the royalties from them songs. One to the pay from those songs. Toots was one of the lucky ones, you know. Lucky in the sense that he managed to make some money while alive. And then in the features with one of the oppressor. One white man him link up with and do some feature with that white man. That's how he got the Grammy, you know. And look on the song we give him the Grammy to. Give it to me one time. That's a song sing from in the 70s and he come sing it over. Okay. So what that show you? Our music was up to par from long time.
Not only that, the gate locked from them time.
The gate was locked from them time there because the oppressor never know the song to sing it and think. When the gate open, when him come in and learn. Yeah. All right. I am Judah also say people looking friend, and that's when we lose it. Because the people that we're looking friend from, him say, because the people not looking friend, they are looking for business. So in other words, what I am Judah is saying here, we are look friend from them, but them are look at business from we. So them friend we up to learn the business. Right? I think it's wrong with you coming amongst us and earn some business, but give back something to us.
Right.
What them give back? Right?
Control the whole thing.
The Chinese population in Jamaica control. Them dominate the wholesale. How much of them give to charity?
Can't tell you, I don't know.
Well, we go have to bow them knees to charity.
Right.
And even so, they're going to benefit because when they get to you, they're able to write it off the books, off their books. But at least they can give something to your people. Well, they're going to be only be a channel because it don't come back out of them taxes. So they'll be the channel, but at least the people will be able to get something. So since as they want our people to be living from charity, let's form the biggest charity organization in Jamaica, bigger than what I want to name again. The big one in Jamaica named by the Catholic Church. Bigger than Food for the Poor.
Yeah.
Right? And let us be food for the Israelites.
Yeah.
Right? Because we are the ones who is at the bottom of the pole.
We are the poor.
We are at the bottom of the pole, getting nothing, putting in all the work. So we're going to have to do our part. And we want our women to be right beside us when we ride I Am Judah again. I said them get no pay. Not one single pay. Yeah, what people do all these things and get no pay. Or the music. The part that there was a time in the dancehall artists when dancehall artists go a stage show. How him get? In fear if you cover and in fear if you go back. You ever hear some artists say a yellow man teach them how to make money?
Yeah.
I really think Peter Metro and enough of the other first time 80s artists, yeah, then come and say, we're not telling no lie. A yellow man teach you how to make money. So yellow man teacher say, yeah, man, you see when a promoter come to you, what you think? and then you have to charge money. They can't pay you, you don't appear at the show. And they learn to charge. And one in a song say, gold chain money, me no want no gold chain money. You ever hear that song? A long time song. Probably if you go on the YouTube, you might locate it. Same no want no gold chain money, because what he was saying is that the promoters were giving them money to just buy a gold chain. Or some of them, what they do, they appear at the show and they get a gold chain. A goldish looking chain, actually. Right? This is what this is the kind of struggle that our people have been going through. And our women are not able to see that, because we do not follow the power structure that is already laid out in the scriptures. We have to follow it. If we want true freedom, we have to follow it. 1 Timothy 2:11-12.
Another one can. This is the book of 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 11. Let the woman learn in silence without subjection.
Right. So some women are trying to teach them something, they get clamorous. Right? They know I hear nothing from it. But that's what the oppressor teach. The oppressor teach them anyway. Not to listen to nothing from you, because you represent nothing but curses to she. Because the most I really put it on you, you know, because the way we treated him. But we now coming out of this oppression, we have to be able to grow beyond the curses. And when we do that, we can't do it without our women. Because too much of us make it in life and turn around, marry the heathen woman, and then all the success gone to the very man who was oppressing your people. How about marrying your woman and leaving your wealth to her, so that your society your nation can benefit? And how will your nation be benefiting from that? All these heathens who is among us, if their husband die, the wealth generally migrates with them. Goes into another land to their people. Because all of them, when they're ready to remarry after they gain the wealth of you, the black man, who do you think they married? They can marry them own man, for them nation man. As a matter of fact, if you didn't have money, they wouldn't want you. If they didn't see some potential in you, they don't want you. Right? But you know, with your no potential self, no, you only want for your woman that time, don't you? Yeah. When you see potential in yourself, and you believe that you're going to have to marry another nation woman to maximize or to realize that potential. Right? And it goes two ways too, because most of our women are not able, it's the same curse again, because they are get so used to fighting that even when you give them, they have fought and have won, and still fighting. It's like you saying, Bolt run, win the race, but still running. Does that make sense? And let's say Shelly and Fraser. She won the race, but want Shelly and Fraser again. Now, what's her name again? Elaine Thompson. Era. Ran, by the way, you know that name that's on Indian too. It is. See? So she ran the race, but she still ran. All right, let's use Shelly. Shelly married Israelite. Ran the race, won, but still running. What sense does that make? So in other words, you with the man, you and him fight, start achieving, but you're still fighting. to the point where you see one go mash up the success. What's the sense in that? That's why we say both of you need to come into the truth, so that you can establish the correct power structure within your life. Because most time the first thing the woman start, no other woman not supposed to look on her man. And if you understand the scripture, you would understand that the scripture allows the man to have one wife if he so desire. And funny enough, these same black men, when they marry the Eden woman, what generally mash up their life? Divorce caused by what? By him having a woman outside. Because that is already in the blood. Because that is, for thousands of years, that is the society that his spirit was fermented in, having more than one wife.
Him getting an Eden woman, thinking that she's gonna be the perfect woman, find out that he still need the next woman. You know what I mean? Which eventually cause a divorce.
Yeah, I can get a club like Tiger Woods. The very golf club where they swing the ball, come swing on him outside. You better even get a sister. The sister probably not swing the golf club on him same way, but guess what? Should I stay with him after? Yeah, man. I'm come beg the judge for him and all them thing and say, yeah, what? We don't have to divorce, you know. I swear God. And then she now could come and learn from commanding General Diana that the man have a right to another wife if he so desire. And then you would now learn to accept that and also realize that him having a second wife take a lot of pressure off of you. But no, you want all the pressure. Is you want all the... And the matter of fact, some money where them want to get. What do you think them do with it? It's only one thing they can really do with it, you know. Go and marry the next man. And what do you think them do? Marry the man of their race. Right? So they come to you and these women, when they marry them broke like our broke on them sisters. Right? Broke and pauperized more than them. Don't go think they have, because this is a color coded society. They look a color fail, them pull the lock. So they use the color and pull the lock. And what happened? So them now learn how to pull the lock and they collect the 100 million. They now go and take them white man. And you know what the worst thing? That same white man have a next woman most time, you know. And they accept it. But no, who you think you be, you black N-word? As a matter of fact, we don't use N-word in Jamaica. We use the word. You black nigger. Who you think you be? Huh? That's the way they look at it. But when they have their white man, oh honey, I would rather you not having another woman. You know. What if that's what makes you happy? I only want to see you happy. On the other hand, though, when our black women take these white men, they are so submissive. You see, everything we read about here, you know, how the woman should be submissive and things, they give it to their other nation men. But to you, them a bull, buck, and dopey conqueror. That's a Jamaican term, by the way. That shows you the fighting spirit in a person. That fighting spirit, they term it bull, buck, and dopey conqueror, meaning that what? You stand up to anything.
Right. Not the white man.
But except the white man.
In most cases, the white man, you know what I mean, facing some charge because the man was beat her to death. You know what I mean?
Right. When they marry the white man, like Serena, you wait till they get older. Them white man now divorce them and take all their money. Yeah, man.
Just like how the white woman do the black man.
Just like how the white woman do the black man. But Barakata Yahweh Yahweh for Christ, who is going to come and set the record straight. The black man is going to want to marry his black woman, and the black woman will have pride and want her black king. And that is the foundation that we start to lay in the UPK. Training men that our women can look up to. Because really, for a fact, if the man is the head of the woman, it means that the woman should do it. $1 million question. It means that the woman should do what? No, not. Yes, but that's not the word we're looking for. Yes, but that's not the word we're looking for. Come again, one more try. Give me one now. Give me another one.
Submit ourselves to the man.
All right, submit ourselves to the man. Still not the word we're looking for. Don't you submit yourself to your oppressor. All right, I am Judah. Say follow the man, but give me it in another way. What you generally do with head? She is the man is the head of the woman, so the woman does what?
Lead.
The woman lead.
The man lead.
And the woman do what?
Follow.
By doing what? By looking up to the man.
God.
That means the man is the what? The role model in the family.
God.
The man becomes the role model in the society of the Black, Hispanic, and Native American. And this is one of the things that the oppressor makes sure him destroy. Bill Cosby was called what? The American Dad.
Okay, God.
The ultimate American Dad, right? Now, Bill Cosby being called the ultimate American Dad, he became a role model, especially to blacks. Right? So when they strike him, what happened? That image that you look up to now do what? Get destroyed. Huh? Can you imagine, sis, the image that you look up to as the ultimate within your sphere of life get destroyed? Probably that's why we have so much schizophrenic women. Because the oppressor ensures that for each generation they go through and they look out who are the black role models for the black people and target them. Right. While they preserve the ones that are role model to their white children. That's the only reason why PD never did get charged and got prison. I remember that argument. Some news reporters used to have on Fox News. And what the other one? CNN and the other one. But he is a role model of so many black, white kids. You know what? I didn't even know that he was such a role model to so many white kids. This was what a lot of the white reporters were saying about Puff Daddy. Because Puff Daddy was to be charged under Biggie's, that Biggie killing. I think it was Biggie, they were mentioning his name on it, right? He used to move with Biggie Small. Right? It must be a Jamaican name, you know, Biggie Small. What an ironical name. It must be, man. Like in Jamaica, they call a little man, you say a black man, they call him Snoop. Right? So Biggie Small murder. he was fingered in biggest small murder. And they were going to put him through the trial. Maybe he could have get away, but his image would have been tarnished. And then they bring up this argument about he is role model to so many white children and so on and so forth. And what do you think happened?
Set him free.
That set him free.
Yeah. One of the reasons why them
but
so,
remember what you were to say.
Yeah.
But the one name with them kill.
The next one.
Yeah.
Tupac. Yeah.
Was becoming a role model to who? Black gangsters.
Yeah. Okay.
So they get rid of it. Tupac, I see some video with Tupac. Tupac said, I just can't understand. I can't see through it. You have $50 million and there is someone out there going to bed without food. That can't be right.
Right.
Death sentence.
I talk too much truth, you know? Bring out too much.
From the wrong angle.
Yeah.
Man like that should have been in the truth.
Right.
Following Commanding General YAHANNA.
Yeah.
Not only his life would have been saved, but trust me, he would have pumped some of his money behind Commanding General YAHANNA.
Yeah.
But reaching to these men in the world is not an easy task. It's like once they come in certain circles, they are being censored.
Yeah.
The thing, what they listen to, they have to make an extra effort to find material outside of the circle that is censoring them.
Yeah.
Right? They have to put out that extra effort. So if they don't know about Commanding General YAHANNA, I mean, you're not going to go on the internet and just type in Commanding General YAHANNA. I just find it because our videos don't pop up like that.
Yeah.
Right? Is when me start to travel and go Passover, then I realized how lucky I was to see a UPK video pop up while I was watching another video. So much so I hear the brother them say, that's strange. He said, oh, I mean that's strange. Remember this was my explanation. Remember, I know when you play a YouTube video, you see a whole lot of other video come up where you can play. They say, our videos don't get pop up.
Last one for pop
up. So I start drawing and Michelle and I say, really? I say, yeah, our videos don't get pop up. So I say, then how it get pop up like that? He said, must be the most I want you to see it. And it did not pop up only once, it popped up about 5 times.
Okay.
And it was when it popped up the last time, because I remember the first time I saw it pop up, I look up and say, backside them man, I look like a thugs. Then I said, no, sir. Click. Come up again.
Yeah.
I mean, come up and then weird on the bottom there. Captain Masha, pop up within the first 3 videos that you can watch after the one you're watching. We click on something else. Skip below it, click on something. Bam! Pop up again. Pop up again. The last time we pop up now, we say, you know what? Since I see pop up so much time, I'm going to look at it. And then a mind said, watch it in the morning. And I say, I'm going to get up. And then we say, no, it might not pop up tomorrow. So tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to start playing it because I was getting sleepy. Start playing it so that you register in the history. So if I'm going to watch it in the morning, I can just go in the history and find it.
Okay.
Blouse and skirt as me press play. The white man is the devil, if I speak of. The sleep just leak out of me. Poof. I watch about 5 UPK video after that. And here I am in the truth.
Okay.
But those brothers out there, they don't have that privilege for some reason. They won't be watching a video and see Commanding General YAHANNA videos pop up because the oppressor is making sure of that.
Right.
So unless the Most High really put a finger in it, it's not going to happen.
Okay.
Right? or they might just be lucky enough to pass in on the street and, you know, that one word that grab your attention most time, because sometimes that is how they get pulled up. Just a one word at the right time while they are passing that grab their attention and then stop and take a note. Okay. And you come over and say, who are these, man? You take a fly and then you're gone again.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. Oh, sis, you have a Bible? Right. So this is how our men are being treated. We are so censored by the society.
Right.
And the censorship is only to take you from the truth.
Right.
Because within the sphere that they are putting you in, crime is open. Violence is open. Anything you want to learn about guns, it's there.
Yeah.
You can't even learn about making bombs. The only difference is that once you click on those, following it, you might see FBI pop up at your home.
Right.
But it is there.
Yeah.
Right? And if those videos will pop up, but the videos about the truth will not.
Yeah.
And we are working hard in trying to aim as much as we can, because we are also praying for it, that the Most High open up the internet,
right,
and the airways and the cable. Well, cable, the internet bigger than the cable nowadays.
The internet come through cable, so.
But who to tell if Netflix no might approach Command General YAHANNA one of these days and find a way to put him on it. It might just happen, and then if that should happen, you know it is the work of the Most High.
Right.
Just like how we just one video, poof, UPK big in Russia.
So that I really the Most High direct it to my.
Yeah.
Right.
One action, poof, UPK big in Acuna in Mexico, and not only in Mexico, but right across the Spanish-speaking countries. Just one move. So that one right move will soon be made in Jamaica, where the Jamaicans, and when Jamaicans get, what's the word now, militant.
Yeah.
When Benjamites get militant, it's serious, right? And it's even more serious when the lion is awakened.
Militants is spread like wildfire.
And the Judites are awakened.
Yeah.
Why do you think they are censoring black men so much in America? They can't afford for the lion to be awakened.
Right.
Right? They might can deal with the wolf, you know. The wolf is a hunter.
Yeah.
But the lion is a fighter. And not only that, the lion is right at their neck. So they are afraid of awakening the lion.
Yeah.
Right? They are afraid of awakening those Judites. But you wait until these Benjamites are awakened, who look up to those lions, and they team with the lion and get the lion awakened. It shall be a glorious day.
Right.
And our women will be right there with us, supporting the true men of war who get things blazing in waking up our people to stand on their 2 feet. There's one other verse from that, right?
Yeah.
12.
12, gotcha. Verse 12. But I suffer not a woman to teach, not to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence.
What does usurp mean again?
Another one can.
Our women have a serious role to play in supporting our men that are on the spiritual battlefield.
Yeah.
And without their support, boy, trust me, you see the strides that is now being made in America. It's the women behind these priests, behind our brothers in America. when you go to camp and you blaze, right? Like the first time you go there, you bark till your throat start to sick. What could be nicer than you going home to a cooked meal?
Nice, lovely wife, you know what I mean?
You know?
I mean, to say
greet you. And oh, you made it over alive. Give you a nice hug. And you know your vice God. I said, yeah, I'm glad to come home to glad to come home to man. The vice gone, but yeah, you know, you'll give me some lime and salt and work for it, man. Right? They are the support of us when we go out there blazing and get the society away. But if they don't see it, we are in trouble. But again, Commanding General YAHANNA has got that ball rolling. So much so that the very woman, because what I ever say Commanding General YAHANNA don't like about it. And what happened now? The women now are telling him thanks to put us in our place. Right? Because women have given up the greatest job in this society. You, the man going out to fight, is important. You know, that's what that's what keep the society as your society. You know, but who really maintain the society? It's that woman who give that child that she have the first education that that child get. How you think many men end up in idolatry? From the mother. That is why the most I tell you don't marry to other women of other race. Because she is going to teach her children her ways. So when you take your woman, she teach your child your ways. And this is how we as men have to understand this the power structure to choose the right woman. But in choosing the right woman have to be out there first. So we have to keep blazing on them so that they can get it right.
Make them right, get them right.
Right. And you have to start from those that are our children. We keep them in the truth. So that they can come be wives of priests in the truth. Right? And not be wives of these worldly and idiots. Don't really want to call them idiot, but
another reason why our sisters start to respect Commanding General YAHANNA, because they realize that the Christian pastor, you know what I mean, and the conscious community boy, you know what I mean, I use them, you know what I mean, I manipulate them, not tell them false and not fix them. But Commanding General YAHANNA and you know what I mean, the I.S.U.P.K tell them the truth.
Thank you. Because the most I chasing it, we love it. So if we don't tell our women what the truth, according to the Bible, it's not a truth in how we want them to be. It's a truth how the Most High prescribe them to be. Because most time we think that with our little fish brain compared to the Most High. And this was the thing that mess us up in the land. When the Most High tell us, kill all the people in the land. And we said, kill them out, they can be income to us. Not knowing that we are going to die, leaving our children behind. Our children's experience are not going to be the same as ours. Those people who are under servitude are going to teach their children who are under the servitude to clip you the first chance they get. And that chance will come because your children have not your experience. Just like how you think these white people learn oppression? Yes. Go through what?
I mean, them see what it was for them when we were ruling.
No. No. Black History Month, no. What generally proceeds in Black History Month?
Yeah,
slave shows. Yeah. That's how they learn it. Okay. The very movie that you watch and say you're studying your history. It's for them teaching to their people as how to teach, how to treat you. And to never to find themselves in that situation. But we are not able to see that. That is why I tell us, in learning, we need to learn a little of the politics, not to use it on our people, but to keep ourselves out of the hands of these heathen. Right? Because those very same slave show that you don't like to see in this time of the year is what educate your oppressor and how to teach you, how to treat you. Right?
So I don't really for we, for him.
I don't feel educate we. It's to educate them.
This was the good old days.
This was the good old days. What good has it done for you watching this show?
Self-esteem damage.
Mash up your self-esteem. But they're trying to tell you that no, you need to see this so that you'll never fall in this situation. And the same outside situation, so it don't make no difference.
And so like them show they are true power as well to make we think we are the better now. But I say, well, at least they're not.
Well, at least they're not dropping the whip across the back. Better if they were dropping the whip across the back because the oppressor will be exposed.
Right.
But no, they are not dropping the whip, as in the physical whip. Them bills when they can't money, what do you think they be?
Whips.
Damn whips across the back one. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Looking back to the days of when I was young and watching these shows, being the truth now, it really opened my eyes to realize that this was really a means of keeping our people in fear of the oppressor. Because if you look, most in these shows you have like the white man or the so-called colored man over a black man, beating him to death, ripping his flesh. So looking back then, even though we didn't understand as children, but then there was some fear that was instilled in us. So it's like they perpetuate it in these movies.
Thank you. So you watch this movie, the teachers, you teach, what do you think it teaches Christianity? It's only because we're in a truth why we are able to see this spin. What do you think it teaches Christians?
It teaches Christians that the white man is superior.
And to be submissive. Because them already have the white image of Christ. And then they see this movie. So what do you think they want to be submissive to that white man? And to be disgust of their own people. And when our people fall ill of the law, all these people do is embarrass us. There's not a more embarrassing set of people than the white man who murder them whole family each year. And just take up gun and shoot up schools for nothing. And just go in the street and angry with society for what? I don't know. And snipe out them own people. And to invade their own, what you call the building again? Their own power of strength. Of law. What do you mean? Donald Trump lead the people and to invade, man.
Congress, House of Congress or something like that.
Senate. It's a Congress, but there's a name for it. The capital. Yeah. They march on Capitol Hill. There's not a more disgust. There's not a. Where in our society ever see the people rise up against our king? Never see that. As bad as we be, we never have that kind of rebellion. It's always our damn king becoming damn stupid and going to follow other gods. And leading the people astray.
One of the sons them try overpower.
Or one of somebody of royalty trying to overpower him. Right? But we never see the people march and go against the king these kind of ways.
It don't look like that type of people.
Because we didn't join them. We didn't follow them who march on the capital. That's not enough. As bad as we be.
I look for we in Jamaica, we suffer. You know what I mean? We never take it up to say we are overthrow the government. Even in America.
Even when you have the Maroons. Maroons did not seek to overthrow the government. What the Maroons was seeking is for the government to leave them alone. We are free, leave us alone. That's what they were seeking. They have never launched any full-scale attack on the government to overthrow the government. They do reprisal things like burn plantation and free them people. Right? Fight the British when they come in their territories, because they know what the British is coming to do. So they defend their territories. But to march people against the government, that's not us. Right? We have no history of that. Or else slavery wouldn't take place. Would have get revenge long time. And that is why the Asian is the way they are today. Because they decide to go against the government, not knowing how to maintain a structure after you get it into your hands. So you now have to go back to the same man who you just overthrew to come and help you to run the country. What can be more stupid than that? All they had to do was to look towards the Bible. Yeah. But who did it was more of a voodoo priest than a Bible man. Right? So they, in their stupidity, use that. Which you may better if them go read Maccabees. And they would see, and Maccabees fail as well. Because after they keep fighting the Grecians, keep the fight. The most I give you the freedom, it will keep you going. You go now friend the Romans to get off the thing there. So our women now, even in that, because our women became slaves, our women and children became slaves to the Grecians. But the most this was a part of Daniel's vision. And it's not that the Most High wanted it that way, but the Most High saw where you were going and keep on trying to pull you back, so he could predict your outcome. You understand what I'm saying? It's like you driving on a car on Highway 2000 and you start at the beginning in Clarendon here. I can predict where you're going, because when you reach, if you start at the beginning here in Clarendon, where's your first exit point? Old Harbour. So how difficult is it for me to predict that? Okay, you're either going Old Harbour or you're going into Kingston. And when I see you pass the Old Harbour stop, I can go, yes, you're on the way to destruction, you're going to Kingston, you can't stop. But that is the way into there. You understand? So this is the way some of the smart men in our society is able to predict your future, because they read your scriptures and they know you don't solve the Most High, they know exactly where you're going. Captivity, nothing else. So no matter what you do, that is what you're going into. So if we allow our women to continue on the path that they are on, what do you think is going to happen? The society will never be awakened. Right? So we can't make them teach. We have to hold the bull by the hand and go on the street and teach our people. And our women, while we are doing that, what you say, usurp me again? While we go on the street and hold the bull by the hand and teach, our woman is supposed to do what? Usurp means?
Take illegally or by force.
Take something illegally or force.
Take a position of power or importance legally or by force.
So all the thing you get women pastors. That is usurping.
Yeah.
No matter, like this man will come and while you're having your camp speaking, come and talking behind the camera about, I want them to make preach. I want them to forget to preach. They can draw the crowd. So because you speaking and there is not no. As a matter of fact, if we go there and speak and you have a crowd, you know, we're going to get shut down. Why? COVID. Right. Because even though they're not doing the thing that they don't want the crowd gathering still. So it's not all the restrictions lifted. They're going to come to you and say, why, when I fight against what you're speaking about, we can't allow the crowd to gather because you understand the time we're in. So that they are just going to, they will just shut you down neatly. Right? Lucky, you'll be lucky if they turn to the crowd and say, here what? The man that talk the truth still, you know, they're asking if it's spread out. If the same group who came to us that night is there, they will do that. I mean, when I listen to our brothers, the police are trying to shut them down or something, and we there speaking and the clothes and police come and salute you. What could it be but the work of God? Eh? Police are pass and you stand up and watch and we have a camp closure and we there and we talk and then imagine Shabbat, imagine bam, salute. And I just three of us. The police come up and say, hold on. Mr. We do something a while ago. That's not ordinary, that's a train what the word is again? On our professionals or something like so. Say, yeah. I'm going to say, yeah, we are in Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, blah, 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 blah. And he said, so, in the ask about the salute or anything, they want to know about the organization. And so it was an opportunity to teach him. And the other copy came with about the organization. Yeah. We finished camp before sundown, and they went away. They asked me, say, you're going to stay? Just stay, man. We're going to go on the road and come back. We're going to talk to you, man. And go away, come back, come hold a conversation with you. What I will leave out, I must about 8 o'clock. I will finish from about before 6. Camp closed, shut down before 6. And we couldn't leave. Why we couldn't leave? Because they wanted the word. Who wanted the word? Them cops, same police them. And it was all because they were there when we were speaking. It was just the way we closed camp and saluted. And that when they see we salute, they run come over and two of them run come over and say, hold on. That thing there, we're gonna do a while ago. You look, you know, the militancy, and guess what? They are the militant group, isn't it?
Right, they're supposed to be the most militant.
But they saw something that was more militant than them. And we can only do this when we have the full support of our women behind us. Yeah. So that you can go on the street looking militant. Yeah. Right? That is the role that our women play in the truth. Not usurping authority from the man. Giving him your support for him to go out and teach. Teach the nation, rise the nation. Yeah. Right? I'm not sure we haven't been able to go back to camp since 2 weeks now, but I think we're going this one. I'm not sure them come back and look for me. Based on that discussion that they had that night, I'm not sure they come back and look for me, right? So we wonder, you know, how that's how you know that you see these cops that are going against our brother, they are heathens. Heathen cops. Yeah. Right. We are a bit more fortunate in Jamaica where we have some Israelite cops who feel good seeing some man looking like some decent thugs and speaking from the Bible, not orchestrating violence and so on. We know that make them feel good. But the oppressor on the other hand, no, he don't want to see you do that. Because in his mind, you are going to take the people away from him. And he doesn't want to lose the people. But here, I'm glad for that because without the Bible, it appear trouble they have with the people out there. Right? Even the time when they want to come and say to you, say, I can't wait about the arm, the man upon you and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then find out what we are dealing with. Him see Anthony made him in the next week. Him see you every week. Right? Him now come say nothing more to you again. Go in a police station with food thing and then look for the studs and thing and they realize what you are dealing with. Well, like one of the ladies, he said to me one time, the woman police, he said, normally once it's Bible you're speaking about, we know, normally troubled people speaking about the Bible. If you know you're going to do something and it's going to pull crowd, this was before COVID. If you know it's going to pull crowd and cause any disruption, you're going to block people path, either pedestrian path or the traffic, then you let us know to come out and assist in guiding the traffic. But other than that, you go and do your religion. That's what they say, and that's one foundation where we can work on in Jamaica. The stubbornest thing we have in Jamaica is the people.
I think the people will be receptive. You know what I mean? Because we have a tendency for life. You know what I mean? Radicalness, you know what I mean? As a people.
Hello.
Militants.
It just when the right time and we meet in the right ears. Yeah. We think it will be there. It will be there. And the woman will be right behind us, supporting us. Right? And I'm not going to say right beside us, right? Because they're not going to come to camp and cause us to have to look out for you and look out for ourselves. All right, Ecclesiastes 7:26.
Another one can. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 26. And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snare and nets, and her hand as bands. Whoso pleaseth God shall escape her, from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her.
Right, so this is how you know that them clamorous woman is really a punishment from God.
Yeah.
To you, the man who have chose to walk in sin other than to serve the Most High.
Yeah.
Because this woman, her heart is snare and net, and her hand is like bands. Bands is like, you ever see them big trailer truck there and they have the goods strapped down? Those are bands. So her hands is like this, she hold you. That's metaphorically speaking, the scripture using it here, right? She hold you, not talk about the woman who tie you. Not talk about that. We're talking about the woman who entrap you, right? The woman who you live with, she's the worst thing in the world and you can't get her from her. Such woman is given to a man who is a sinner. But the man who please God, God let you escape such a woman. So when you stay in the truth, you're going to get a woman who is not like this. Right? You're going to get one who is going to be a receptive wife to you coming from camp.
Yeah.
Preparing your camp clothes for you to go and speak.
Yeah.
Right? Preparing a nice warm meal for you to come home to. What can be more nice than that when you're coming from camp and you're able to come home to something to eat? Just that little time you go on the road where you start blazing things. Somehow it put a hole in your belly, you know. Yeah, man. Someone put some hole in your belly, make when you're done, you get hungry.
Tired, sweat. take my shot speak and say, man, they must. Like you look on a hard day's work with you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And it's just 4 hours max.
Right.
And they come like you work 1 whole day.
Right.
Come back you're hungry and your wife is there to be receptive to you and to give you her love. Take your mind off the stress of the street and get you prepared for the next time camp comes around. So the woman, the Most High keep from his righteous men, women like that. Because women like that is not more than a vexation to your soul, man. Can you imagine you, rather than you prepared for class, you can concentrate on the scriptures to put it together. Your clamorous woman in your ears. Anytime she see you sit down, she feels to say you sit down and waste time. At time you waste, I go out there to them people that who don't listen to you. They stand there, they want to see you dead. You go there and waste time. But you might go find one work where you can do during that time. There. You understand? These are the things that Satan put in their mind to spit out. So when that starts happening, you have to do some kind of introspection. Because the Most High says through his prophet that the man who please God will escape such a woman. So if such a woman is in your life, boy, you have to really look. I mean, if you have her before you came into the truth, you have to find a way to iron out those kinks that she have, or those kinks that she have. But if you in the truth and find such a woman after coming into the truth, why you have to really do some introspection, because most I have a promise to you that you should escape such a woman. Right, so such a woman makes a man's life terrible. Yeah. All right, next one, give me 1 Corinthians 14 and 34.
14 and 34.
Right.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 14 and verse 34. Let your women keep silence in the churches, for it is not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience, as also saith the Lord.
Right. And the church here is not talking about in the church building as the Christians would have you to believe. That is when she comes to church, she's supposed to be silent. This is the church here is really the congregation. Yeah. And the congregation is the people. This is how the Most High refer to his people. The congregation, the church. So the church is the brothers and sisters within the truth. Yeah. Today we say school because the Eden then gone with that word, church. So we talk about the school. So let your woman keep silent in the school. And being in the school is separate from being in the class. You're in class now. When your class finish, you're still in the school. Understand? Yeah. Or the church. But it is saying that she must keep silence in the church. Why? Does it mean that she should not talk? Eh? Yeah. That's not what it is saying. They just don't want the clamoring and stupidity coming out. This was what Paul was experiencing in this time as to why it is written that way. And this was what we were experiencing the truth in the time when they were believing that General YAHANNA don't like women. You're on the street and you correcting them, what do they do? You ever notice the woman them when you give the abortion paper? And some who are guilty. You ever watch the action after you give them the paper? Moving on.
Some reaction, kind of, you know?
Yeah. And sometimes they do some holy paper and take time crush you. You see, from some of the mental, but whenever you give the woman the abortion paper, that is the kind of action you see.
Yeah.
Because women generally most times don't want you correcting them.
Right.
However, they take the correction from the oppressor. Because the oppressor has destroyed our image, they don't want no correction from you.
Yeah.
Our image is destroyed by the oppressor. What do our men do? We them pants on them buying.
Yeah.
So they do everything like the prison.
Right.
This pants down at the buying has to come from prison. You know?
Yeah.
In the prison you can't wear your belt. So then take out that.
Yeah.
So your pants sag.
Yeah.
So we have gone into the prison, the jail house so many times that sag pants become a style on the road.
Yeah.
Even slippers and socks. Where do you think that comes from?
Jailhouse.
Jailhouse. The socks keep your foot warm in there and you wear the slippers. So our men has been emasculated in so many ways that our women not able to look up to them.
Yeah.
But in the truth, we're making those corrections.
Yeah.
And we making those corrections in the men. The woman out there, her mind is already destroyed. So even when you make the corrections with the men out there, they still feel say, because we can't correct the skin in the truth. So because remember that image is destroyed too. It's not only your action is destroyed, your person destroyed down to your color. Whereas your what I say now? Your woman don't even like them color.
Yeah.
So who are you to come and give them any correction? You understand? You see how destroyed they are as a people? Psychologically. So this is what we have to be building back in the truth. Read 35.
Gun. Verse 35. And if they will learn anything, let them ask their husband at home, for it is a shame for a woman to speak in church.
Right. So this is not saying a woman cannot ask a question in the truth here. It's the way in which she do it.
Yeah.
So a woman come in the truth here and she getting clamorous and so on and so forth. Like a lot of the sisters just coming in the truth, that's the way they be. What do you think we do?
Right.
We have to bring this on them.
Yeah.
Shut them up, go and ask your husband the question.
Yeah. So this basically I talk about like in an argumentative.
The argumentative way.
Like, you know what I mean? Battling against.
They want to battle you.
Yeah.
Because battling is learning, you know.
Right.
You trying to teach them.
Right.
Whether you're a battler, man or a woman, you're trying to teach them.
And that would be like disruptive to our class.
Disruptive to our class, disruptive to others, disruptive to them to their own soul.
Right.
Go on, go battle your husband. That's your husband.
The patience kind of show you what I mean, read.
And the patience, you know. They are not listening.
Okay. Also, this is about when they're not listening.
Because they say if they will learn anything, you have to listen to learn.
Yeah.
You have to listen to learn. Yeah. All right, so yeah. I'm sitting 5 minutes here. 5 minutes, sitting 5 minutes here.
Yeah.
16, 5 minutes for me.
Okay. Gone. So like the other one is saying, you know what I mean? They try their best to destroy the image of the black man. You understand? To make our women lose faith, you know what I mean, in the leadership of a black man. You understand? And you know what I mean? But this scripture, what we just read a while ago, is saying that a woman should go home, you know what I mean, if she have, you know what I mean, a question that would be disruptive, should go home to her husband, you know what I mean, and put that burden upon her husband, but she's not allowed to usurp authority or to teach. You understand? But what you see in the Christian church, you see a lot of female pastors. You understand? You see women at the head of the pulpit teaching. You understand? Which the Bible is against that. The woman is not supposed to usurp authority over the man or to, you know what I mean, be that leadership figure over any man. You understand? And as I said before, as the other one said before as well, they are trying to destroy the image of the black man. And in today's day, what they are trying to do is totally assassinate it. You know what I mean? Putting out artists like Little Nas X. You know what I mean? Now in the dancehall community, them have, you know what I mean, so many other filthy things are going on and all of them something. You know what I mean? They might try completely destroy our image to make our woman feel like, you know what I mean, it is better for them to lead than us. You know what I mean? But you know, the reality is this, you know, if our women, you know what I mean, understood the importance of submitting to their husband, you know what I mean, they would see that this is the only way we as a people can come up out of the problem that we are in right now. You know what I mean? We as a people are at the bottom of society. You understand? And the only way to come out of this is by, you know what I mean, joining the men who would have to fight to save the nation. If you and the men are divided, you understand? If you divide yourself from your husband, you know what I mean? Or you have a win the war, you can't fight for the family. You can't fight for the nation. You know what I mean? Despite what the oppressor would like you to think, you know what I mean? Putting you in his armies, you know what I mean? In his military, put you in the police force. You know what I mean? That is just an illusion to make you think that you can be, you know what I mean, the warrior figure. You know what I mean? You can't be the warrior. The man has to be the warrior. You understand? And your job is to support the man while he goes out to battle for you and the children. You know what I mean? You are that wing, so to speak, beneath his wings. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Under the Most High. You understand? So you are the one who's going to give the man, you know what I mean, the additional courage to go out there and win the battle. You know what I mean? Slack you. Slack you.
That's the woman need to support us so that we can win the battle. You know what I mean?
Right, so back here again. All right, so give me Are you highlighting them?
Yeah, we put on the thing.
Oh.
Yeah, tiles and things.
Is that what, banner?
Yeah, banner.
Okay. We didn't change them back after the thing. We didn't change it back after the camp speaking.
Yeah, you have to remember them. Yeah, going from the class to just highlight them. So then go back and we take them out and can speak.
All right, so Ephesians now.
Another one come.
Ephesians 5:22.
Another one come. This is the book of Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 22. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husband as unto the Lord.
All right, so a woman in the world now, I'll read this answer.
Yeah.
Oh, that means you're going to be submit yourself to no other woman husband.
Yeah.
But is that what it is saying?
Yeah.
I'm just plain and simple telling you to submit yourself to your husband.
Yeah.
And the Most High is being careful here. At least you know with your you went with your how would I put it down? With your idolatrous mind. Sorry, with your adulterous mind. Will want to go and living with a man and go and submit yourself to another man.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah. Yeah.
So the Most High is the prophet of the Most High here, Ephesians, Paul, is being wise in what he's saying. He's being careful, so as not to cause any ambiguity in your minds.
Yeah.
Believing that you can be living with one man and go and submit yourself to another man. Nah, submit yourself to your own husband.
Yeah.
That is how the Most High want it. Right?
Yeah.
Not for you to be living with this man at home, you emasculate him, you undermine him and everything, and go and submit yourself to another man outside.
Yeah.
Can't work.
Yeah.
Doesn't work like that. That is adultery.
Yeah.
And then the Paul knows, even though he wasn't living with a woman while in the truth, he could have had, it could be that he had a wife before coming into the truth. We don't see no record of that. All we know was Paul was a killer before coming to the truth. He was hunt down Christians and kill them. That's all we really know. But he knows that the man who the woman submits herself to is going to do what? Have sex with her.
Yeah.
He knows that.
Yeah.
So this was one of the reasons why for years men did not want their women to go out and work under another man. And women and other people used to say, I hold him all along the woman. But you cannot reason outside of reality.
Yeah.
What is the reality? The woman, the man who she submits herself to, is going to have sex with her.
Yeah.
Yep, that's how it works. So the priest of the Most High is being wise. Why do you think so many pastors sleep with them church brothers, women, wives?
Right. Because them submit to the pastor.
Because them go submit themselves to the pastor.
Yeah.
Pastor said this and pastor said that.
Yeah.
So Paul is avoiding this thing outside, taking this thing out of the truth.
Yeah.
You have a question, go and ask your husband at home. You are being clamorous or whatever, fine, don't nothing here.
Yeah.
Obviously, to get rid of that clamorousness out of you, we're going to put you in a submissive state.
Yeah.
Make your husband do it.
Yeah.
If me in the truth put you in that submissive state, you can look up to me.
Right.
And when me come a class, when the priest itself, you got, oh, most of the man them should have. Yeah. The man they home with me now. One day over there, so my man a yard. No, you see them. See there. I him that, you know. That a go on a fair mind, you know. So
she wish she would have been more like him.
She wish her husband would have been more like me.
Yeah.
Which in a way, the scripture don't tell you that several members in one body, and everybody have different function.
Right.
Right? So don't compare your husband to another one.
Right.
That's your husband. Go and train yourself to be submissive to him.
Right.
Because the one you get submissive to is the one who's going to part the sea and with the rod like Moses,
Right.
and go across to deliver the children.
God. Yeah, I remember that one day. Yeah.
So Paul don't want the, you see, we tell you now, but the most I tell you that your laws is going to make you what? Wise.
Yeah.
So when you see Christians trying to shoot down the Bible and tell you that woman must this and woman must preach and woman must that, this is why they have so many problems in the church.
Right.
Sex is wildfire in the church.
Right.
Because you can't tell a woman, say, go submit yourself to your husband. So he submit himself to the pastor.
Right.
So when pastor say, pastor turn the DJ and the dancer, what me say? Hold up your hand. Hold up your hand. Open your foot.
Yeah.
Open your foot.
Yeah.
Part the Red Sea. She submit herself to that.
Yeah.
Right, metaphorically speaking. So Paul now does not want that in the truth.
Yeah.
So Paul said, wives, submit yourselves to your own husband.
Yeah.
All right, give me now one last one, I'll move into things. Proverbs 31 and 10.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 31, verse 10. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies.
Right. And rubies, it ain't no cheap precious stone.
Right.
So a woman, what's a virtuous woman, by the way? Look for virtue. Where is that? No. Wake up. I'm focused. All right, so virtue is?
Virtue. Behavior showing high moral standard. Moral standard.
All right, that is the way that is the interpretation that the oppressor used to be. But when the Bible was written, what did virtue mean?
Yeah. A woman of ability.
When the Bible was written, virtue means a woman of ability.
Yeah.
And what is ability?
A woman
that is able to go and earn some money, to earn a living. Right?
Yeah.
You find a woman, the Bible is telling you this, so how you compare this now with telling your woman, no, you can't go work. In Esau's kingdom, you can't make she go work too much because the boss wants to sleep with her.
Yeah.
But in your kingdom, the true Israelite kingdom, she being able to go out and work is priceless to you.
Yeah.
Because the boss out there not going to sleep with her.
Right.
It's only after the society start to tear down and the moral standards start to fall, then we start have those things happening.
Sure.
Right? And whenever we have an invasive society, nation and us, this is when our society start to fall and you getting scared now if she go to work, because just like how in Maccabees time, they say, since we have departed from the Edens, what happened? We have had much sorrows.
Yeah.
So part of the sorrow now, why have some lovely sexy woman I work with you now, we can't touch them.
Yeah.
But when you put yourself in servitude under the Edens, you can't touch them. Because in your society, you touch them, you get stoned to death. So they are having sorrow. They see these sexy women and all of them have them man and boy, I can't tell her something like her. Can't get to fulfill my lust because I get stoned to death. Right? But under the Most High, under Christ's kingdom, such a woman who is able to go out there and work, she can be a doctor, she can be a lawyer, she can be a helper, she can be a woman who clean the toilet,
She can be a business.
she can be a businesswoman, she can be a dressmaker, right? She's able to earn. And why is it priceless to you? Because if something should happen to you and you are not able to earn for a while, she's able to fully grab. And even if nothing wrong with you, you were earning and she earning. That's priceless. And that's less stress on you, less clamoring on you too. Because if you want her ear and nails to be done, and I don't know, say no, they want it to be did. Right? She don't have to press you with that. She's working, she can do it. So in other words, she's able to take some of the burden off you. So nothing is wrong with she going out there and work. That she being able to go out there and work is priceless. And you being a full-time priest in the truth, trust me, that even make her more priceless to you. She's able to pay her tithes to keep the school running and to fill in the gaps when you are not able. Right? And sometimes to constantly fill the gaps for you. Right? And at the same time, you are able to provide to be a full-time priest unto her. Because that is important.
Solving all her problems.
Solving everything, man. And guide her fully, wholeheartedly in the scriptures. All right, so questions?
No questions.
Any question, big sis? All right, so we're gonna move now. To this evening, we have 3 new sisters in the school to be anointed, getting their names. We're going to move into that. Long awaited. Their 90 days has turned what? 90 months. It's long overdue. All right. We're gonna move into it. How am I gonna do it now? I want
the camera turn.
Yeah, to turn. Okay. Best is then turn. So yes, the light.
So the door have a lock. The door have a close. Turn on the camera.
And I wonder, I think the lighting, you know.
I think the lighting alright still.
You think so? Yeah. All right, it better be. All right, so since you all right, so next you go beside that, let me see. Beside that. And followed by the other sister. You go beside them. All right, you go close, go to the wall. You bigger sister, right? You go beside her. And you to that. Right. Right there. Good. So our three new sisters to the school long overdue. Now before we place the name on you now, you know the responsibility of taking a name in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. It means that you are now a sister in the school, you are now a daughter of Commander General YAHANNA. Right? Not just a daughter of your father. And no longer will you be known in the truth by the filthy, disgusting name that your parents have, in their ignorance, gave you while you were in the world. You'll be known by the new name that you are given in your original ancient Hebrew tongue. Right? So on behalf of your parents, I apologize for that. All right. Sis, you will no longer be known by the name that you were. Be known by the name that you were known as in the world. Your new name is now THAWADAH. Okay? Say it. THAWADAH. Alright. And you, as a sis, no longer will you be known by the name that you were given in the world. You'll be known in the truth as I.S.U.P.K. I.S.U.P.K. And youngest sis, no longer will be named by the name that was given to you in the world. Your name is now Maraba. So THAWADAH, your name means pleasant. I.S.U.P.K, your name means oath unto God. And your name Maraba means increase. Remember your ancient Hebrew names. All right. Now, remember your name. We're going to say the prayer for, when we say the prayer for your anointing. All right, so the prayer is said by the priest only. Yeah. But the point where you remember the name you were given? Your name? Well, that was I.S.U.P.K. Say it. And yours? What was yours? Maraba. So I'm going to say the prayer. When I point on you, when I point, teacher, you repeat the name that you were just given. Yabaraka, Yahweh, Wayasham Marka, Yahar, Yahweh, Panyawa, Ayaka, Wayakanka, Yasha, Yahweh, Panyawa, Ayaka, Wayasham Laka, Shalam, Yahweh, Washam Yawashai, Barak, Wapaha, Magan, Hagan, Taratazah, Aliyah Shabai, Araba, 3 times I'm going to say. Taratazah, Aliyah Shabai, Araba, Taratazah, Aliyah Shabai, Araba, Bahasham Yawashai, THAWADAH Aman. And what we have just said in English, Yahweh, bless thee and keep thee. Yahweh make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yahweh lift his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh shine, bless, heal, shield, protect our sisters. And with that, you are no longer a sister in the world, but you are now a daughter of Commanding General YAHANNA. And take a seat.
Alright, so
And with that, I pass the class to Priest and Officer Kayado.
clap it up.
You know the camera.
The camera. Clap it up.
Clap it up, clap it up.
These are the I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General YAHANNA. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or a sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or a sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head. Salakia. Interested in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or a sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 to 10. Means 10th in the Hebrew and is pronounced Ma'ashra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you'd like to give. Upcoming Holy Convocation, that is the Feast of Purim, and that is the 14th day and the 15th day of the 12th month. This is on Monday, the 14th of February, and Tuesday, the 15th of February. You can find this in the book of Esther, chapter 9, verse 20 to 31. Reminding Akiam and Akwatiam to check on social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, then he's to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, shirt, pants, headband, or scarf. And with that we say I-M-A-D-I-U, which means to stand. We're going to say the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Sar, Wapanya Akodam, which means turn and face the east. Abanao, Shabashamaya,
Kwada,
Aya, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Taba'a, Ratazaka, Aya, Aisha, Arataza, Kawa, Aya, Mashumaya, Thundanawa, Come.
Lakan.
Kal.
Kam.
Yawam.
Yawam.
Wasalak now.
Wasalat now.
Kawabwat now.
What now?
Kasalak now.
Kasalat now.
Kawabwatya now.
What ya now?
Wala'a.
Wala.
Tabaya now.
Tabaya now.
Manasaya.
Manasaya.
Aba.
Aba.
Awashai now.
Washai now.
Maya.
Maya.
Right.
Right.
Kai.
Kai.
Laka.
Raka.
Amalakwa.
Amalakwa.
Wa'ala.
Wahara.
Wa'atapara.
Atapahara.
Iwalamya.
Ayawalam.
Amen.
In English, our Father which art in heaven,
Our Father which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven.
Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven.
Give us this day our daily bread,
Give us this day our daily bread,
and forgive us our debts,
and forgive us our debts,
as we forgive our debtors.
as we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not into temptation,
And lead us not into temptation,
but deliver us from evil.
but deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom,
For thine is the kingdom,
and the power,
and the power,
and the glory,
and glory,
forever so be.
forever so be.
All right. Prayer for the curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh,
Blessed are you, Yahweh,
King of heaven and earth,
King of heaven and earth,
and all things living.
and all things living.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
in the name of Yahweh,
in the name of Yahweh,
listen to us now,
listen to us now,
right now.
right now.
Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction
Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction
to the heathen
to the heathen
that speak against us,
that speak against us,
thy prophets,
thy prophets,
the teachers,
teachers,
the princes,
princes,
the priests,
priests,
the Israelite brothers and the school.
the Israelite brothers and schools.
Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction
Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction
to the heathen,
to the heathen,
and shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel
and shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel
that refuse to give to the school.
that refuse to give to the school.
Force their riches to enter into thy sanctuary.
Force their riches to enter into thy sanctuary.
Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction
Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction
to the Edomites
to the Edomites
and the nations
and nations
and their drug dealers,
and their drug
the
dealers,
court system,
court system,
the prison system,
prison system,
Planned Parenthood,
and parenting,
all the governments of our enemies,
all the governments of our enemies,
Amalek synagogues and armies,
Amalek synagogues and armies,
Roman Catholic Church,
Roman Catholic Church,
the Pope,
Pope,
Islam,
Islam,
Christianity,
Christianity,
Egyptology,
Egyptology,
militia,
militia,
Ku Klux Klan,
Ku Klux Klan,
Aryan Nation,
Aryan Nation,
Skinheads,
Skinheads,
Fasci Comitatus,
Massachusetts,
the gay movement,
gays,
the lesbian movement,
lesbians,
spies,
spies,
workers of witchcraft,
workers of witchcraft,
NASA space program,
NASA space program,
Army,
Army,
Navy,
Navy,
Air Force,
Air Force,
Marine,
Marines,
Wall Street.
Wall Street,
Open up the internet and the airwaves.
open up the internet and the airwaves,
Open up the internet and the airwaves.
open up the internet and the airwaves,
Open up the internet and the airwaves.
open up the internet and the airwaves,
The cable access channel
cable access channel,
and the radio channel.
radio channel,
Convict the spirit of any of thy people
and with the spirit of any of thy people
that seek to stop us
that seek to stop us,
and bring swift destruction
and bring swift destruction
to all the heathen
all the heathen
that stand in the way and try to stop us
that stand in the way and try to stop us
from broadcasting your words
from broadcasting your words
throughout the planet Earth.
throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the plagues.
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 Cause them to go to and fro
Cause them to go to and fro
through the earth
through the earth
and consume them.
and consume them.
Let the plagues shake the house of the thief and the murderer.
Let the plagues shake the house of the thief and the murderer.
Let Yahweh Shai, Michael and Gabriel
Let Yahweh, Michael, and Gabriel
come down with the flying saucer
down with the flying saucer
and punish all the heathen
and punish all the evil
that come up against us
that come up against us
as we speak thy word.
as we speak thy word.
Cause it to be known by all
Cause it to be known by all
that it is the angel that hath done it.
that it is the angels that has done it.
Cause it to be spread through the media
Cause it to be spread through the media,
throughout the world.
through the whole world.
Cause them to shake at thy coming.
Cause them to shake at thy coming.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. All right, this is the prayer for the poor in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Basham Yahweh Shai.
Masham Yahweh Shai.
Baba Kosha.
Baba Kosha.
Nathaniel Yahweh.
Nathaniel.
Aka.
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 Lara Pa'a.
Larafa.
Kal Makala.
Kal Makalam.
Kal Madawa.
Akal Madawan.
Aka.
Aka.
Lata'a.
Lata'a.
Amatazaraya.
Amatazar.
Aka.
Aka.
Akwaya.
Lahakoya.
Mafia.
Amathia.
Aka.
Aka.
Alakawa.
Alakawa.
Atamala.
Atamala.
Agarasha.
Agarasha.
Basham Yahweh Shai.
Masham Yahweh Shai.
THAWADAH.
THAWADAH Aman. In English, Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
Power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease.
Power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the leper.
Power to cleanse the leper.
The power to raise the dead.
Power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
Power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out in the name of Yahweh Shai.
Cast them out in the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. All right, this is the prayer for the blessings in the Hebrew. Yahawah. Ba'ashami awashai. Baraklanawa. Wayasharala. Waha. Wayatsaparia. Rapa'a. Magan. Commanding General YAHANNA. General. Captain. Officer. Trooper. Young men and sisters. Ba'ashami awashai.
THAWADAH. In English, what we have just said, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh, bless us and Israel and the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect our loved ones. In the name of Yahweh, thank you so much.
Sir, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the teacher, men of Israel. I'm Adam. I'm Adam Shabbat. I'm Adam Barak. Yahweh Basham Yahweh Brakatah. Yaramata, sir, turn and face the sisters, and sisters stand. We're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters. We have Israel. I'm Adam Shabbat. I'm Adam Barak. Yahweh Shema Alatam Basham Yahweh. Yaramata, class dismissed.
All right, to our online viewers, I am Judah. Don't know who I am, Judah. I'd like to meet you. Oh, I am Judah. Fully in your online thing there now. Show that you attend class. Goes towards you getting your 90 days. Sorry, goes towards you doing your 90 days and getting your Hebrew name that you can be anointed just as we are anointed today. And we ask online viewers, please remember, pay your tithes, pay your money towards commanding General YAHANNA. It goes towards growing the truth and waking up your brothers and sisters out in the world. We feed them, we clothe them, we shelter them, but we can't do it without your help. And we ask for your support. We ask that you pay your tithes. Go to ISUPK.com. Commanding General YAHANNA not going to buy any jet. You ain't gonna buy any jet with your money. He will send some to Jamaica to help raise up our brother. That I can tell you. All right, so remember to like, subscribe, and share our videos. And with that, we're gonna go to we're gonna close out with our thing there. What call it again? The Passover video. Like, subscribe, and share our video. Share it with your friends and your family. Yeah, them of course we and say we have what we have, whatever they love news. So we have cult and thing, but don't listen to them. We ain't no cult. We speak the Bible as the Bible is.
I.S.U.P.K. 53rd Annual Lord's Passover.
Hey, Shalom, Israel. This is the I.S.U.P.K. down in Florida. I'm Captain 10,000 Shemoyah. We're here to let you know. 53rd Annual Lord's Passover is going to be held down here in Florida. It's going down in South Florida, Cocoa Beach.
Friday, April 15th, 2022.
The lamb, the wine, the brotherhood, the sisterhood, you understand? Good music, good weather, palm trees, the whole nine.
This is going to be glorious. Book your hotels now at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites, 301 Tucker Lane, Cocoa Beach, Florida, 32926.
April 15th and the 16th. Don't just book for the 15th. Book for the 15th and the 16th.
It's going down Friday, April 15th at the Space Coast Convention Center.
Moses told Pharaoh we need 3 days to be able to go out into the wilderness and serve our power the way he commands. You're going to have to get that off with your boss, with your slave master. So make sure you in the building. Cocoa Beach, Florida, April 15th to 16th, 2022. It's going down. We'll see y'all there.
144,000. I'm just trying to make 144,000. 144,000. I'm just trying to make 144,000.